So the process isn't as simple as originally thought. It's nothing complicated, I hope, but I'll just show you what the difficulty is. Basically, if the thread of if the mount's thread is fixed in place by these three screws, so if you only remove the mount, basically, the adapter will still reach the end of the threaded point, always in the same point of the mount. So if this is unaligned or off center, it will always be off center. So what you need to do is adjust the external mount. So the orange dot, you need to adjust it in order that it fits on the camera, while also adapting the thread to its So in this case, let's get it back together. What I kind of tested, and it seems to be working, is, oh man, if you leave everything semi-loose before you fix it, so let's say we run the thread almost, we leave it, you know, moving, then we screw the adapter on, but we also leave it semi-loose, so all the pieces can move. Now what we need to do is find the position we want so in this case I want this hole to be on the top of the camera when it's in place, so it's a good reference point. This hole is right smack in the middle of these two holes, so it's a good reference point to know it's aligned. So I just need to calculate empirically, that is, of course. Where's the hole now? Okay, here. I just need to have the red dot at a distance that, once locked, will leave the mount in the correct position. Once I fix that, so I would say it's more or less around here. I think someone even left a mark, by the way, so yeah, we'll test it out. So I can just screw the thread back in place. So by holding the two pieces together, and by holding the mount and the ring and the adapter together and screwing the thread in place, I should be able to tighten the whole system enough. Okay, as you can see now it's pretty tight. So let's do a quick test. So here they're aligned. Oh, that's a little too far. So maybe this wasn't the mark. So to fix it, to fine tune it, you just unscrew everything again, just enough that you can move it, and you realign. So if it wasn't near the mark, it might be here. So let's say if I tighten the thread again, more or less in this position, this should be sufficient. So let's check. And there we go, almost. We still need a little bit more movement, so I need to unscrew. Move the... Okay, there we go. And this should be right. No. There we go. Still a couple millimeters. In the other direction, so kind of here I would say. Screw it on tight. Basically, the inside thread keeps everything in place once you've screwed it tight. So first you position the red dot according to what part of the mount it needs to be fixed to, and then you just tighten the inside thread in order to keep everything in place. Well, and then obviously the screws will secure everything. So, okay, seems to be a pretty good mount, I would say. The four holes are aligned, dot is on the top, so we now know that we can mount the four holes of the bellows So if everything is correct, and we didn't make some tragic mistake, I should be able to put this together and show you the complete camera with Bellows. So I'll spare you the bore of the rebuild and see you with a fixed camera. Well, basically the problem was solved in the way I told you, more or less, so by adjusting the thread and the mount in order to fix itself correctly, to align itself correctly on the mount of the camera. However, in the process I discovered a few little things that could have made life easier and might make life easier for you if you if you need to approach this repair too. So only one of the holes is centered, only one of these top holes keeping the thread in place is centered between two of the mount screws. The others, as you see, are offset or very close to one of the screws. This is the top screw. So as a reference, this goes on the top of the bellows. And also as a reference, you don't need to be looking for the position where the red dot should be, because the red dot should be aligned with the top dot, with this screw. So once you know this, it's just the only issue is you need to align the red dot in the adapter. You need to rotate the thread so that it aligns with the screw like this. Once it's aligned with the screw, you're able to, or you should be able, fix it in place, rotate it, and here we go. Bellows is in place. So the camera's straight. We can mount it on a tripod, because I forgot to mention it. The Bellows has a tripod mount. Let's see how it looks in all its vintage glory. And is that a Bellows, or are you just happy to see me? Here we go. Extensive, old school, vintage macro. Here we come. So, camera fixed, Bellows realigned. This should be working. I'll be testing it out. Well, maybe not with this one, but with a digital one, because I ain't got the money. But yeah, so problem solved. If you have any similar issue, this might help you come out of it with 20 minutes work, and you should be done. So thank you for watching, everyone. Have a great day. And I do have some news, some new camera coming, maybe cameras. Not the Ricoh, unfortunately. We weren't able to arrange delivery. The guy never answered, actually. So yeah, that's not going to happen. However, I'm going to pick up a Canon digital camera. It should be a set with 2 lenses and the flash. I might be going to pick it up today. So if I do, you'll be seeing it pretty soon. And yeah, thank you for watching, and have a great day.